2.5 years ago to join the business full-time. So I quit my highly paid sales job, and some people like include my ex-boss and my colleagues, they look at me like crazy. Why would I trade my secure job for some, investment company who do like education and they have a network marketing? People thought like I'm a bit of, crazy. But I always knew that, like only entrepreneurs, this is the future. And if I want to work for myself, if I want to have unlimited income streams, if I want to be financially free, as well as be part of the projects bigger than just, making money, this is the way forward. So that's why I joined the company on active role 2.5 years ago. And since then, I've been working like crazy hours sometimes, and my role is to work with the new partners when I train them. I work with the leaders as well. I open a few countries myself, include Australia. I work with India. I work with UK. Now I'm closely working with Africa as well. As I mentioned previously, I work with the government. So I've done a few presentations with the Ministry of Transport on a very high level, where country officials would invite me to do the presentations to them. In India as well, that presentation with their transportation minister, as well as industrial president. And also work with the very rich people. I guess in our company, like unlike any other network marketing company, we are very diverse. And to be honest, we are not a network marketing company at all. We use some concept from network marketing business to make this much more efficient, to make it much more attractive. But we are not a network marketing company as such, and I will explain you why. So yeah, that's pretty much my role in the company. In fact, in a few days, I'm like on Saturday flying to Dubai to meet with the company CEO. We have a very big meeting over there, and very big news will be for our investors probably next week. So saying this, I met with Ali like a while ago, when we discussed about how himself can be involved in this business, and we actually realized that he's and his friend and another Ali has a big potential, pretty much globally, and we are planning to open offices in the various countries. So I think, guys, the fact that you are joining this presentation today, it's very unique for you, because company almost achieved entire business plan. So you jump in literally on the last carriage. The business will be there for a very long time. But what we're offering today to people, this is something has a very sensitive time frame. So as investment part has its urgency to be completed faster. But the business part will be there for next years and years and years to come. So that is a very short introduction about myself. And if you look at their, who we are and what we do, I will start to introduce you with our CEO. Our CEO is Andrei Havratov. He's a professional investor. He's a multi-millionaire, very rich person. He's been in different network marketing companies. He achieved a few top ranks in Russian network marketing companies, but he never liked the idea that, in network marketing, you like always had a certain limitation. So once you reach the certain level, like a president or diamond, then you don't really have any extra percentages from your downline. And lots of marketing companies, they put like very strict restrictions, such as like you need to bring certain revenue per month, so you need to, like buy certain products in order for you to, sell the products. So therefore, Andrei Havratov, he had enough of, I guess, these terms and conditions. And in network marketing in general, it sounds like you can easily become like financially free, but then it is not really true. If you join like network marketing companies, majority of them, especially the product orientated, it takes, sometimes years to achieve, financial stability. So therefore, he had enough. He decided to quit network marketing business, and he opened his own investment company, investment education company, 7 years ago. And he decided to teach students how to become financially free by investing their money into different businesses. And I'm sure majority of you heard about, Robert Kiyosaki. Like, I'm sure you read his books. And if you work for yourself, there is some limitations. If you work for yourself, like, you can do only as much as you can do. But if you are investor, that is where money works for you. So only investor, this is where you can invest your money into different companies, and based on the company's returns, based on the company profits, you can reach your financial goals. So therefore, initially, Andre was really involved into the teachings. He got academy, he got 100,000 students across the Russia and Ukraine who joined his academy, and he was very successful. Until 2014, one of his students actually came across the Skyway technology company. So he came to Andre and he asked Andre to evaluate what is this Skyway technology about, like evaluate what is this technology can bring, and if it's a good investment. And then Andre, he really liked the idea of having new innovative transportation technology. So he traveled to Minsk a few times to meet with their Dr. Yunitsky himself. And he decided to open company Skyway Invest Group in 2014. Where he merged his academy with business which links to the Yunitsky technology. So our company, Skyway Invest Group, was opened 4 years ago. And our company is all about education, business, and technology. These are main 3 pillars. And we are today promoting not just investment part, not just business part, not just education part. So today we are talking with the people about to have, this beautiful flow between the business, education, and investment. If I compare, let's say, our company with any other like traditional network marketing companies, there are lots of differences. For instance, we don't have any legs. We are not binary company. We are not matrix company. In our business, you can have all people as your level 1, or you can build them unlimited level downs. We don't have any limits in terms of the how deeper the structure can go. And we don't have any limits in terms of how many people you can have in your first line. We have unlimited income streams, which means that people today who join our company and do the business, you can earn from infinity levels. So we are not limiting people, like you can only earn level 2, you only earn from level 7. So therefore, people has a truly unlimited potential. And most importantly, which makes us very special, that you don't have to do certain sales per month or per day or per week. So we want people, we don't look for employees. So we don't want people who will, looking for, a salary. But at the same time, we are not just looking for people who has to buy the product, not because they like it, but because they have to. And this is happening in the network marketing industry. Majority of the people, they don't need these products, but they buy because they need to resell, because of distributors. So in our company, you don't have to buy packages on a monthly basis or whatever it is in order for you to build the business. And once you achieve certain rank in our company, this rank will stay there like forever. If you achieve certain rank, let's say you're manager, and you earn certain percentage across the line, and then you decided to take vacation for 4 months. When you will be back after 4 months, you will realize that you receiving exactly same percentages and you are exactly same rank as it was before when you left. So you see, these are just slightly like difference compared to other network marketing company. And this is again like a little comparison why we are not an MLM company as such. This is the first time where I guess the company comes to the angle where we put education from professional investors, business of which was actually educated, and his background, Andrew's background, has been in investment for more than 24 years. experience in the business allow us today to use the network marketing concepts and elements to make this business much more faster. And technology, which is the Skyway technology, it's been a baby with Dr. Yunitsky for the past 40 years, and his company intellectual property rights is more than been evaluated for 400 billion US dollars. So this is the first time in history, my friends, where a company to this caliber decided to use a completely different scheme in order to bring the funds in order to run the business. For those of you who the first time on this presentation, I want to show you a briefly video of what is this technology all about. But the gentleman who you can see on this slide, and Dr. Yunitsky, he is CEO of the technology. So we have a Skyway Invest Group, which is the company, we can call it like financial arm. So we do the business education investment. And we have a Skyway Technology. Skyway Technology, this is a company full of engineers. Dr. Yunitsky, he is the president of the Skyway Technologies companies, and he's the one who invented this Skyway transport system. So as I mentioned to you 4 years ago, so these two companies, they signed a contract that Dr. Yunitsky, he will be responsible to build in the transport and receive certification. And Andrei Khavratov, our CEO, he is responsible for bringing the funds so technology can happen on time and investors can receive their returns, as well as the business people can get their returns in the business. So I'll show you a very quick video about Skyway technology, and those who are for the first time. So everything what you've seen in this video is actually real. So we're not talking about, when technology will be up and running. Technology is already fully up and running in the Belarus. So this video I'm just about to show you, it is based on what is today already been built.
Milo, I think I need to share your screen, please.
You didn't see my screen?
Yeah, we see, it's okay.
We see you.
Yes, I see.
No, if you're playing video, you need to share the screen, please.
Guys, can you see my screen?
Yes, I see.
No, we see. No, we see you, not the screen. So you need to
I see the screen. I see the screen.
Ali, maybe you need to check your settings because I share the screen as well.
I'm seeing the video. No.
Yes, I'll play the video.
No.
Yes, I'm seeing the video.
Okay.
Guys, have you like seen all video and have you heard the sound as well? Because Ali was saying that he
Yeah.
cannot hear the sound. Yeah,
No, without no sound. Only
no
the video.
sound.
No sound.
Oh, that is so strange. How come you didn't hear any sound? Was it other people like were you able to hear sound or no?
No, it's okay. I've seen this video 2-3 times, and it's okay. We've seen all the video.
Okay, but like on this presentation, have you heard the sounds or not?
I've never heard any,
no sound.
never heard any sound.
We have
I saw all the pictures.
Only pictures.
Yeah,
Only
only
I
pictures
saw all
video.
came. No
the in the video, but I never heard any sound.
Okay, all right, that is quite.
I think it's okay. People can go inside the website and can see the videos.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It just this video has this, you know, like the sounds make it all excited, and you know, I love this video. So everything what you actually have seen it from this video is it's real, so it's already been built. Apart from the last bit when you talk about linear city, this is something it's yet to be built. But at the moment, what we have created is we have 3 lines of the transport: high speed, urban, and cargo. Each of this transportation system has own specifications. They can achieve certain speeds, but most importantly, if you look at each transport, it has a massive potential. Today, our cities, especially like big cities, overpopulated. There is not enough infrastructure. You know, people are spending hours and hours stuck in the traffic. Very polluted cities, and as well as lots of death on the roads. So therefore, urban skyway has a massive potential where we can build the skyway above the ground, 5 to 10 meters above the head. There's not going to be any traffic, no accident, no damage, no crossover with the people, no crossover with animals. So therefore, urban skyway has a massive potential in the busy cities. And therefore, there are lots of countries who are looking forward to build the urban skyway in their cities. And last year, December, we have received the full certification for city transport. So today we can build a city skyway or urban skyway pretty much anywhere in the world. It can be any terrain. And we are not just cost-effective solution, ecological friendly, but it's also much more safer solution. High speed is not yet been built. For those of you who looked at our previous videos, you probably noticed the biggest exhibition we have attended last week at InnoTrans. It was like we have lots of people from all over the world who came to the InnoTrans. Danish was there as well, together with Ali. They came to see and witness themselves how high speed look like, as well as to introduce themselves to the company CEOs, because it's very important, especially when you're involved in a business like this. You want to be sure that real people involved. That is not like a fake company with the beautiful pictures or like a beautiful ideas. You want to see the foundation. You want to know who are the people inside the company, what is their background, what they have achieved in the previously. So therefore, when we have this exhibitions, which are usually happens like InnoTrans only happens once in 2 years, I really encourage every single person who can participate in this exhibition, because it will build lots of confidence. And especially when you talk about the business side, when you meet with the CEO, when you see the transport is real, when you go to the Belarus, Minsk, that's where our technopark has been based, you would have a lot of confidence. So next time when you talk about, about some business with someone, you will sound, from your heart rather than just from information you read on the internet. So that's why it's quite important to be part of the conferences and exhibitions run by company. And last but not the least is cargo transport. Cargo transport has a massive potential. Today, unfortunately, there is not the cargo transportation which can, unite countries or unite the continent. It does not exist. So it's huge market specifically for cargo industry, especially in the countries like Australia, in African continent, lots of resources, but these resources cannot be shipped because it's very hard to extract them because there is no transportation. So with their Skyway cargo solution, we can offer a beautiful solution for extract of the resources. So we can export fresh water, we can export coal, we can export gold, anything can be exported on a cargo, a Skyway. And also the speed of the cargo will be up to 500 kilometers an hour. So this has been unknown in the cargo industry, because usually if you're talking about cargo transportation, if you Google it, the average speed of cargo container today is 30 kilometers per hour, using very old, monorail, and it's very dangerous because lots of entire behaviors that still are damaging the cargo containers to steal the goods, So with the Skyway, again, this would not be happen because containers will be above the head. They will be with a greater speed, and everything what been built so far is fully automated. We would not have any drivers, so it's completely driverless technology, but at the same time, it's very up-to-date, and it's a very safe interface where everything can be managed much more safer than what's happening today in today's road conditions. Also, there are lots of countries we've been working with. The countries where we're planning to build the projects are Australia. We have agreement with the United Arab States, Emirates. In Dubai, there are lots of exposure. And we are working with the royal family where they're planning to build a high speed in Dubai. We have agreements with the Irish government, with Belarus, India, Indonesia. Also, to add to the slides, we're working very closely with the Russian government, obviously, as well as Ethiopia. In Ethiopia, I've been there myself last year when I have done the presentation for the Ministry of Transport of Addis Ababa. And now we are planning to move ahead with a 21-kilometer corridor in Addis, and this will be probably in the first African country where you will be able to see the Skyway technology. Overall, we have 15 development stages. These are stages I mentioned to you previously as well, but this is our business plan. Today, we are in stage number 12 out of 15. So what this means is that people can be involved in the main technology funding from the stage 1 till stage 15. If you become co-owner of the Skyway technology today, till we're still running the stages, then you will not just will have privileged shares in the company, but you're also entitled to receive the lifelong dividends. And as you probably know, the dividends, they are payable once in a quarter. And the dividends will be payable for not just the rest of your life. This is something you can pass to your further generation, to your kids and grandkids. As soon as the company exists, as soon as the company is profitable, you will always receive the dividends as soon as you're not selling all your shares. At the moment, we have this opportunity where we can offer people to be part of their main company. So whatever the money they invest, they receive pre-IPO equity shares from the Skyway technology. And also, once we're going to build a project, you will be automatically receiving profit from any project. To make it easier to understand, I like to give example like using McDonald's. So when the first recipe of McDonald's was created, it was only a few people who chipped in for this recipe to happen and open the first McDonald's. But today we have McDonald's everywhere in the world. So they're using license and they open franchisee shops. And main group of people who invested at their first McDonald's, they still, even today, the kids receiving the benefits and rewards royalties from every single shop ever been built. Same with the Skyway technology. So today we are investing our money into main technology. So therefore we have 15 stages. At each stage we understand how much money we need to raise, and most importantly we understand what specifications and jobs needs to be done from the technical point of view, include certification. So while people invest into main technology, then they entitled to be involved or to co-own every single project ever been built. But if people will miss the opportunity to involve into the main company development, then unfortunately they would be able only to invest in a certain project. So let's say if people decided to invest in the company after stage 15, then they will be given list of the countries, include India, Indonesia, Russia, Belarus, and different projects with the different specifications. So person can choose the project that they wanted to invest into. But then this person will not receive the profit from entire group of companies. His profit will be only linked with a single project. So that's why I just told you at the beginning of the presentation that you are almost jumping at the last courage, because we are today in the stage number 12. And as I mentioned earlier, probably in a week time, you will hear news that companies moving forward to the next stages. Because usually after big exhibitions such as InnoTrans, we attract lots of investment as well as people who want to do the business. And usually after biggest exhibitions, company moving forward from next stages. But we will see. Also, a company been exhibiting on a different locations. So we are publicly open company. So anyone who wanted today to meet with their company representatives, or even with the Unitsky, with the CEOs, if people want to come to our events, they're more than welcome. We've been exhibiting to the most famous and prestigious conferences in the world related to the green technology, related to the transportation industry. And these are just few slides from Indonesia. We had a conference in Dubai earlier this year, and this is the conference in India. And as you probably notice, do you know who's this guy in the middle next to Dr. Unitsky?
Yeah.
Any idea?
No.
No? He's Dalai Lama himself. So, Dalai Lama, he's, I guess, spiritual figure in India. And this is the first time in history of any company where they receive the blessing from such a powerful figure like Dalai Lama. Because, again, we are not just a transportation company either. So we are not selling you a car, or we're not selling you a tram. So we're providing people and the government today with a solution where we can build the sustainable cities, when we can build a new infrastructure. And new infrastructure means that it will include the transportation itself, it will include the real estate, it will include the agriculture projects which will be developed on a land where Skyway will be built. So therefore, our company vision is not just to, sell the Skyway technology or just make the money. A Unitsky vision is to actually reinvest the profit he will make to the planetary projects. He has the idea of building planetary projects which can put all the waste we have today in the planet Earth to the space. That is his vision. So he do this purely for the sake of the planet Earth. He has been in this He's a very great inventor, and for the past 40 years, he has done lots of inventions, patents, and technologies, agriculture technologies as well, which will make this planet Earth much more cleaner, sustainable, and better for people to live. And Andrei Havratov aim is also, of course, to help Unitsky with the funding, but he wanted to target 15% of the world population, where we can go to the schools today, when we can teach our kids, when we can teach, teenagers and adults how to manage their money, how to manage their funds, how to become financially free, how to build international business. But not just the business based on, buy cheap and sell more expensive. We're not talking about speculative market. We're talking about sustainable business, which has a tangibility, which has a real value, where you can come and touch and see the technology in companies real, and this technology designed to benefit to humanity. So that's why company missions are much more deeper than just making money exercise. So therefore, when we invited to this very prestigious events, we are not ashamed to show what we have achieved. And today we have more than 500,000 people in Skyva Invest Group. And these are people, some of them, they are investors, some of them partners, some of them active partners. But we have today 500,000 people already involved in this technology development. And we have 175 countries where we can legally today work. So it's a very, very massive business. And these are just few certificates. We have received certificates from the Ministry of Transport of Russia Federation. This certificate shows that we complete all requirements for rolling stock equipment, so that the unibus can be used for the city transport, and this is fully safe for people to use. That is certification we achieved last year, as well as we have lots of certificates, international certificates from TUV company. This is very well-known engineering company. They have provided a certificate for the management system controls, as well as Sci Global. It's a global company, and they provided us with a certificate for the environmental management system. So for you guys, again, I show you all this as the evidence that company today not just working with the people, and we are not just working with their small investors. The company today reached the stage where we are massive and global business, and people who are of course involved in the company at the beginning, they probably can see before and after, and they can understand the scope of what has been done. But for you, as being a new people, you come in today to the stage where almost everything is ready for the company to build their projects globally. So that is why it's very important for you to understand that whatever I'm explaining you now, this is already a real technology. So there is not a doubt, what if this technology will not work? Or what if this technology will not be able to serve some people? This is not a question anymore, because we already have received certification from the Ministry of Transport and with the top engineers in the world who are professionals in their field. So therefore, technology is real, it's happening all now. And the question is, when we're going to achieve the last stage and when we're going to go to the project development. This is another video, but you can find, I will send you a link on Facebook, or we'll share with Ali, and he can share with you about the planetary projects. But if you don't have a sound, then I'll just skip it. I'll skip it for now.
No, okay. Thanks a lot for the explanation, and I understood.
Mm-hmm.
Wanted to ask some question, and you didn't tell me about the technique. I mean, the urban. How many power it has?
How many?
How much power? I mean, how much power? The electric.
I cannot just give you a number, because each carriage has a different capacity. So we have urban carriages, some of them for just 2 people, but we have bigger carriages which can fit in 126 people. So each project is tailor-made. For certain countries, they use pure electricity. For certain country, it's like for Africa, for example, Addis, they said we cannot use electricity, we want to use solar panels. So therefore, I cannot drop you a number because it depends on so many specifications. But when we do the pre-project proposal, then we look at each projects, we calculate, or rather engineers, they calculate what is the capacity, what is the terrain, what is the scope of work, and what is the motor will be used. Is the fuel, it is diesel, it is going to be combination, it's still going to be solar energy. And then we can do the calculation for each project independently. And this is very important. When we are not saying that we will build projects ourselves everywhere in the world, because that will be impossible to do. Same as I give you example with the McDonald's. So company will sell technical documentation. So let's say I'm going to Ethiopia and I'm talking to Minister of Transport. So I will tell them about technology. I will tell the benefit. I will tell that this is the cost-effective technology. We can, make your city much more, beautiful with the high-speed transport. You will not see the high, big concrete jungles, and it's going to be much more environmental, sustainable, much more friendly, zero accidents. Then I will tell him that this called transferable technology. So we sell you technical documentation, how to build, and then you can use your local engineering companies, where you can hire local people like engineers, and we can use the local materials to build the skyway locally. So almost 60% of the project cost will stay in your country. And this is very important, because usually Chinese companies who build the trains like Siemens, they ship the trains from China. So we are not shipping anything. We are showing how to build locally, and your local companies at the local capacity with local people, with local money can build it. So therefore, each country would be able to increase their GDP by start using local materials and local engineering companies. So we provide the workforce for people as well. So that is why each project tailor-made. Once we know the capacity and scope for each project, then we submit these documents to the government, and then government will start selection of the engineering company, and then we will cooperate with them to build the skyway locally. Make sense?
Yeah, okay, good. Thank you. And the other question is, how high is the goal? I mean, do you know about Hyperloop? Will it compete with Hyperloop?
Well, Hyperloop, yes, of course I know about Hyperloop, but Hyperloop, it's a concept. They don't have a prototypes yet. So they so far from being to being to the stage where we at the moment. So Hyperloop is a nice concept to have, but they haven't done anything so far apart from the little model they showcased. So maybe next 5 years, when Hyperloop will actually provide something tangible, then we can compete with them. But to be honest, Hyperloop, the idea of Hyperloop, I think overall it's a big failure, because number one, today people of the government, they're not looking for the way how they can dig the earth deeper, because no one longer interested to build the metros, no one longer interested to dig the holes in earth. So world is shifting to more environmental solutions where we can not damage planet Earth anymore. And number two, the Hyperloop cost is going to be much more expensive than metro and monorail put together. So they are not solving the problems which today world haven't. While with the Skyway, we are solving every single problem. We are not digging the earth. We can build in any terrain. We are much more cheaper than build a bus line. We are much more cheaper than anything today. So therefore, we can address lots of current problems with a solution which already been certified. While Hyperloop, they have a concept where they're making it even worse, more expensive, more damaging, and they don't even have a working prototype yet. I'm not even talking about certified version. They just have an idea at this stage.
That's great, yeah.
But I guess, thank you for the questions. Let me go through, what is there for you from investment point of view, as well as from the business point of view. And the business is my favorite part. I guess the questions, we have like, what is your choice? You want to be customer, you want to pay for the tickets and use the Skyway, or you want to be co-owner, or you want to be both, because at the end of the day, people who pay for the tickets, people. So you might as well pay for the tickets and receive some, you know, profit as a dividends every time you purchase the tickets. In traditional, I guess, market conditions, every single CEO has usually a few choices. They can either go to the bank and ask for the loan so they can build the technology, they can, you know, provide some seed capital. They can go to the big investors, so we call them angel investors, for the stake of, they can give them huge stake of the company and return of their money, or they can go for the third way, which is they can go to the public. And we choose the third way to go for the public because Unitsky doesn't want to go to the bank because no one will loan you, you know, like 300 million US dollars. We don't want to go to the big investors because Unitsky wants to own his technology. His owner, 51% of the company's stake is locked for him because in history there was lots of cases where, same like with Steve Jobs, he been kicked off from his own company because he gave up the largest stake of his own company. So Dr. Unitsky, he's very clever engineer, so he doesn't want to, you know, his technology being taken off from him. So he said no to the angel investors because he doesn't want them to have a control over him. So therefore, he went for road number 3, which is involved people. Usually, you probably heard about crowdfunding. Now it's very popular. In 2012, Barack Obama, for the first time in history, he mentioned that crowdfunding it's illegal and could be viewed as the instrument where people or companies can raise the money. You know, very good. However, it is not enough for the company just raise the funds, because if you were just, you know, raising the funds, if the people were just, you know, investing money, then we would never have been able to raise such a big amount. And so far we raised only almost 150 million. As you see these statistics, these are the best the best companies in the world who raise the money through the crowd investing. And usually they raise anything between 10 million, 2 million, 8.5 million. There is unknown in the industry of investment that company will go to people and raise 150 million. It does not exist. And lots of things we do in our company does not exist ever. However, because we link together business side and investment side, that is where we got this extra kick. That is where we give people incentive, not just become investors and co-owners, but we give people incentive to start doing the business. Our company has a choice. We could have either spent all the money company generated for the, like some percentage for the marketing, or we could have give back to people, which then will provoke for even bigger growth. So that's why when Unitsky and Andrei Havratov, when they opened the company Skyway Invest Group, with Andrei experience previously in network marketing and investment, they managed to put together a scheme which called multi-level crowd investing. And this scheme is never been ever introduced in any other businesses. And I will explain you what it is. I will not stay longer for investment parts because investment packages are online. So these are just few packages where you can go to back office. 1 unit is equal to $1. So you can have a look how much money you wanted to invest. Let's say if you want to go for express consultant option, which I will talk about later as well today, you can invest 4,000 and you're going to get 240,000 pipes. And once company goes to IPO, which will happen in the next 1 or 2 years, then one pipe will be equal to $1 minimum. So technically people who invest today 4,000 in 2 years plus, they can get the returns 240,000 US dollars. Not a bad. But then again, we are not just looking for investors. We rather looking for people who want to do the business, because business is there very long term and business is guaranteed. While investment, you don't have a, like you are not a company CEO. Like there are lots of things might go still wrong. The CEO might happen in 2 years, but it might happen in 3 years. So we want to teach people that investment is equal risk. Investment is never guaranteed. but the business is guaranteed. And I will explain you now why. For people who want to have, let's say, bigger packages, but maybe you don't have this, so someone doesn't have the big money to invest. Let's say you want to have 1.5 million pipes, 1.5 million Skyway pre-IPO equity shares, but you don't have today 25,000 to invest. Then companies offering monthly packages, monthly installments. These are not contracts, so you can stop the package at any time. I'll give you an example of this. You can stop the package at any time, but what is most importantly, that's you can lock the package for you for the next 10 months, and then each month you can make the payments. Depends what package you choose. So if you go for the package for $25,000, then you will pay every month $2,500. You can pay everything earlier, it's up to you. You can make multiple installments per month. If you decided to stop the package, you can also stop the package anytime. So again, we are not signing people for the contracts. It is not the point of getting the fake demand. We just want to provide some people flexibility because they understand the value. Imagine invest 25,000 and in 2 years on 1.5 million minimum. And, majority of us, probably like 30 plus or 35 plus age, and I don't think that many people are, millionaires, or they can build a million in, 2 to 3 years. Well, with this company, that's something we can easily do because the product itself, to build 1 kilometer is 10 million. So we're not selling bottle of like supplements where the bottle is $25. We are talking about infrastructure development. The projects itself is very expensive because the industry is very expensive. 1 kilometer is almost up to 10 million. Like in certain countries, we have contracts for 5,000 kilometers. So we're talking about 5 billion just for one project. So imagine. So that is why it is completely new wave of the business, where because of the business value, it's so high, the package value quite high. So people are earning much more than any other network marketing or any network marketing company put together. And that is because of the value of the Skyway technology itself. But these are investment packages. Again, you can find them all online in the back office. You can either go for one-off installments or you can do monthly installments. It's entirely up to you. Monthly installments give you flexibility. Every time when we go from one stage to another stage, price can increase up to 60%. But if you lock your monthly payments on a certain stage, then regardless if the price increase, you will still pay old price. So this is the point of having, I guess, monthly package in the first place. And the last bit, which is, I guess that is where you guys will be more keen to explore, is the business opportunity. I know that some of you have been involved, as we already discussed, with the different network companies, but what we have here, it's very unique. As I mentioned previously, our scheme called multi-level crowd investing. So we combined two most profitable and most prestigious industries. Number one is investment. If you have a look, lots of people become financially rich because of the investment. People who invested like Bitcoins, who invested in Bitcoins, there are some millionaires. People who invested in Apple, some millionaires. Facebook made millionaires. Alibaba made people millionaires. There are also some businesses, network marketing company, where business make the people millionaires. We talk about, Amway. We're talking about, product orientated, some insurance companies, where people who were doing the business, they become also millionaires because of the industry itself. And now, what we have done, we merged these two together. So we merged network marketing business with the investment business. And we are not providing some wishy-washy, ICO of who knows what company. We're providing you with the tangible solutions where the product you invest, it is not just linked with the humanitarian projects and make the world greener and better place for yourself and your kids to live, but we're working with the government where we're not just building infrastructure, we develop in real estate and we develop an agriculture business. Soon we will launch on coin as well, Skyway coin. But for us, this coin business, that's little 10% from what we do. For some businesses, they're only based on coins. In our case, coin, it's a little, payment method. So for us, our business, it's much more bigger. So therefore, our market potential of the Skyway technology is $500 trillion US. And just to give you a comparison, network marketing industry exists for the past 70 years. If you put together every single network marketing company existed so far, all the company's product revenue sale and what the company achieved, you will see that the market potential for the 70 years, it's been approximately 1 trillion. 1 trillion for every single company for the past 70 years. As you know, in network marketing, usually people get up to 15% towards payable to the commission. So if you put together every single marketing professional who exists for the past 70 years, maximum what they earn was half of the trillion, 500 billion being distributed among all the people ever been involved. In our company, our potential in next 10 years is 500 trillion US. If you do the half, which go to the marketing, so our people who involved in our business, they can potentially earn 250 trillion, which will be distributed among all partners. You see the difference? This is because the value of the project we sell, because we're not involved on just the one invention. It's going to be different projects as the outcome of their infrastructure development. So working with our company, we will not just make people millionaires. People already today millionaires because they invest into technology and they have the pipes. But we can make the people multi-billionaires, which has been unknown for network marketing industry. So that's why the concept is a very unique business model. It's very unique as well. It's very simple. And the fact that we're working today with the government, with the presidents, we receive all the certificates, we work with the royal family of Emirates directly, give our investors and partners lots of confidence. So therefore, today people have a choice. They can work in any country. We don't have any terms and conditions, as I mentioned previously. You can do international business. There is no exclusivity for any country not to do the business with. We can, work pretty much globally at the time and set we prefer. But most importantly, usually, usual companies, they have one income stream, which is your salary, or if you're in network marketing, then your percentage from the network. In our company, apart from what I mentioned, we can provide you multiple income streams. What you can earn today, is from the network. So when you grow your network, as I mentioned before, there is unlimited earning potential. We don't have any limitations on how many levels down. The maximum percent go back to the network is 35%. So you can earn up to 35% through entire structure with no limits, no boundaries, no legs, no matrix, no buy product first to sell first, no monthly must buy, any of this bullshit. We didn't have it. So number one is the network. Second income stream is representative. So if you decided to open an office in your city or in your country, you can become a representative. This means that you're not just working for your structure, but you will also need to help other people who will come to your office. So people who are opening offices or who become a country representatives, they will be given additional budget where they manage the country, as well as they will have additional income stream for themselves and their leaders, because they not just work for their own network, they work for entire country. So this is second income stream for you. Third income stream, if you want to become a coach, speaker, we're looking for international speakers, international coaches, where people spread the word about technology, about the business, where people can train other people. So we have another income stream for those who are great in coaching and speaking. So you can also get paid for that. So this is, again, apart from what you can earn from your network. You can earn as a representative, you can earn as a speaker, but that is not it. The fourth income stream can be from multi-level crowd investing department. Multi-level crowd investing department, this is the top department company has. At the moment, we have only 7 people who are members of this department, including myself. And the people who are members of this department, they work globally. So we are not linked with any country. We are work with the globally, with every single country in the world, with every single person in the world. And we are receiving revenue share, not from the country or from the office, but globally. So if you want to share with the global company revenue, and today company G, last month we done 2.3 million. If you want to earn from that pie, then you can become also a member of multi-level crowd investing department, when you can share the monthly profit of the company global revenue. But even that is not it. Number 5, fifth income stream could be from the big investors. Let's say you have a good connection, maybe in your country, or you have a good connection somewhere in the world where a person wanted to invest more than 1 million. It's very easy to do. We link this person with Dr. Unitsky. You will sign the contract. We're not going to put 1 million through the network. 1 million will be a direct transfer from bank to bank. And you can earn up to 5% from big contracts. So if you have anyone who wanted to invest 1 million and above, you can earn up to 5% commissions. This is fifth income stream. That is not it. The sixth income stream from the projects. Let's say you have good connections, and you know there is in your government, in your city, they're looking for the new infrastructure projects, and you know that government has the money, they have ability to build, and you do the presentations. You tell them about Skyway. They like the idea. They would like to go for the project development. Then you can also earn additional income stream for the projects. So you can call on specific projects, or you can also receive commission if because of your work certain projects being implemented. So therefore, guys, look at this today. What you have is 7 income streams apart from your network, and this is something applicable to every single person today who want to be involved in business. And in the future, when company goes to IPO, you can sell your portfolios. Whatever the money you invested so far will be turned into the shares. So you can either sell it or you can keep it and receive the passive income streams, which are the dividends. So again, this is unknown in any network marketing or investment or any businesses where you can earn so much from one business. Usually, if you investor, you receive the money either when company goes to IPO or you receive the dividends. If you network marketing, you receive money through your network. Or maybe some network marketing company also can give you office and you can earn from the office. But this is unknown of these 2 combination, network marketing as well as investment business, been put together. And because of that uniqueness, we have 8 income streams which are available for our partners. So the way how I look at this business, my network, my representative and coach, and all these income streams are feeding me on a daily basis. So I don't need to go to work every day. I can take the holidays and I will come back and I will receive the same percentages from what my networks give me. I don't need to work hard every day. I don't have to buy the product if I don't want it to. And I look at this business as I'm creating today the biggest assets for myself and biggest asset that I can pass to my kids. I have also IPO, I have also shares or in the company pipes. But for me, whatever Sky will go to IPO in 1 year, 2 years, or 5 years, it doesn't matter. Because for me, IPO shares, they are bonus. I'm not relying my financial strategy based on IPO stage. These are bonuses. What I'm relying on the income sources I receive today from the business. And I don't know if you're aware, but in Skyway Invest Group, our plan after we finish with the Skyway technology, we're going to offer people to invest into different projects. As well as today, we have another 27 instruments. Some of them relate to the Skyway, some of them not related to the Skyway. when people can do diversification. So whatever the network you will generate today using the best ever project Skyway, the same people, when they will invest into different businesses after Skyway, you will automatically receive your commission with every single transaction made under your network, every time. So what you building today is the truly big asset for you. Sorry, was it a question or?
Oh, I'm sorry.
So like, I hope you heard the last bit. So when you build your network, and we're going to have other products offers, it could be projects, it could be Skyway related, it could be non-Skyway related. We have a piece of land today in Crimea in Russia where we will put our spa complex and we will link the spa complex with the Skyway technology. So we all are already co-owner of this project because we all are registered in Skyway Invest Group. So Andre aim is to not just guys to like make you invest in the Skyway technology. Like if you look at their statistics, why lots of people who become who win the million after some years, they went to bankruptcy. Because in today's world, it's easy to earn money. It's not a big deal. You can Google how to earn money. You will find hundreds of pages on Google how to make money. But what is the difficult is to sustain and multiply this money, because people can lose, big money so easily. Like there are lots of people who can share with us, that they've been through so many bankruptcy because it's taken the time to learn how to manage money, how to multiply what you have. So therefore, we teach in our students in the Skyway Invest Group how to create different income sources so you can spread the risks. We teach them, how to do diversification so you don't put all eggs in one basket. We teach them that you need to invest in yourself. You need to be more professional, have more knowledge. So, we're trying to, we aiming for 15% of the world population. These are kids, these are adults, these are elderly people who will be involved in our company from business point of view, because we want to provide people with the financial security. We want to provide them with truly financial freedom when they're not relying on one company performance, but they rely on the business they have created. So that is why every single person who ever been registered in our company, and once you create your network, any other businesses we plugged in through the network, every time once making transaction, you will receive commission. So that is how you create a truly big asset for you. You create your business. And Skyway, with the Skyway shares, when they will go to IPO, this is a big and fat bonus, because you can just become a millionaire if you have today 10,000, you invest, I believe 25,000, you have 1.5 million shares. So you have 25,000, here it is how to become a millionaire in 2 years. But then lots of people don't have this money to spend. So then we invite them for the business when they can use the different income stream and they can generate this money to reinvest into company or to withdraw in their own business. It doesn't matter. But we teach people not to, like, we're not providing people with the fish. We teach people how to become fishermen, so then they can fish as much as they want. Make sense? And this is very big difference what we do in our company compared to any other businesses. I guess that's pretty much, the packages, yeah, Express Consultant. This is the most popular package at the moment because this package, it's actually the starting point where people are earn unlimited levels down. And once you reach the consultant level, it tells us that person is interested specifically to do the business. Usually when people come into the company, they are partners or agents and they can grow organically. But those people who want from the day one to receive the high percentage on the network and they want to unlock unlimited income streams, then they can become Express Consultant, where investment is 4,000. They of course receive pipes, 240,000 pipes, as well as they will unlock the structure for unlimited earnings, as well as you will receive some education materials, some investment documents where you can learn about investment and learn about the basics, how to become investor. So this is the most popular package, especially among the people who want to do the business. Because some people, they don't want to build up the network, they want to go for Express straight away. which is their choice. And once you express, then your percentages are much more higher if compared to agent or compared to the partner. So therefore, this package is designed for business people. And to summarize, I guess, our today webinar, so what we provide people is, number one, we teach them how to become educated and professional investor, what are investment and, you know, what is this all about, is why it's important to become an investor, why you need to think as an investor. We teach people how to grow the business and have unlimited earnings potential. Again, there is no limits on how much money you can earn. And we have seven income sources today and 2 IPO and dividends in the future. We also teach people how to build these structures so they can be more efficient with the network. That we provide them with the tools they can grow globally, not just in the country, but have a global business. We teach people how to create multiple income streams. For some reason, it doesn't work. How to create the portfolio, because again, I talk about diversification, it's very important. We talk about help others and leave the legacy, because lots of people, they are in this business and not just because they want to be, you know, rich themselves, but they want to, you know, teach their own communities. They want to help own people. There are lots of network marketing companies who went bankrupt, who went bust. Lots of people who suffered out because of their, you know, other company have been shut down. So we won't really help those companies where people were being promised with the huge returns, but then company, you know, didn't promise what they have delivered. So we specifically targeting, you know, these companies where we can show people that's, you know, this is real project, this is real business. You can go and see CEO, you can go and touch and sit inside the transport. So we want to give those, especially people who've been previously let down by other companies, a confidence that this is very unique business, because it is very unique. And I hope you see what I see. And also, last but not the least, do what you love and follow your passion. If you want to become a speaker, it's an amazing opportunity. If you want to be coach, if you want to open up the countries, if you want to travel the world, if you want to work with the big investors, if you want to work with the government, I mean, this company can provide you with the many opportunities. I've been to so many different presentations. I won few awards, and to be honest, I don't see myself coming to, you know, this elite people and selling them, I don't know, like a bottle of water. Like today, the market has been exaggerated with all this, you know, cryptocurrency, with all the other businesses, and lots of companies, they just having this, you know, big fat promises, become millionaire over the night. It doesn't happen. Such thing does not exist. It takes time to, you know, build your business. It takes time to create income streams. It takes time to build a network. The question is, what is the mission of the company and what is the product all about? And I hope that you see that, you know, you're not just doing the business in our company for the business sake, but then we can really help environment. We can save the planet. We can make the life of people much more, you know, better, easier. We help the government. So you can take this product and you can go to your government and they will look at you with the big eyes, you know, telling you, where have you been all these years? It's very unique projects which can help you to grow like yourself. I've been involved a recent meeting and a half with a multi-billionaire who created Booking.com, Jeff Hoffman. And, you know, you cannot approach, you know, billionaire, very rich person with their silly product, because they don't even interested. But when you tell them, listen, we have some idea, or we have a product which can save the planet Earth, as well as you have lots of followers, so all these followers can become part of the business and they can invest and make the planet better, then, you know, these people are listening. And these are big influencers. And I'm sure you know the people who are also big influencers. And therefore, you can use this opportunity to grow yourself if that's something you want. It's a massive opportunity for people who want to be you know, key figures in international arena, pretty much. So that's pretty much all from my side. And I always finish with the Paulo Coelho, my favorite quote: if you really want to something to achieve, then entire universe conspire to help you. And I'm a really big believer that, you know, in our company, what we have achieved, it's amazing. I have seen the big transformation from technology side, from the business side. and the last week at Inna Trans when Ali was there, and another people from Afghanistan, we had people from Pakistan, we had people from India, we have people from pretty much all over the world, from Africa as well. Danish, he was there. And like when you see this, when you see that everything is real, the CEO of the company came all the way just to support the partners. We had a few meetings with the very big investors. We had meetings with their Siemens and Hitachi representatives. They all were curious, what is the Skyway? You again 2 years ago. You've been here with a little transport today. You're presenting your high-speed transport, which is, beat it every single high-speed and exhibition. So we brought lots of attention, and today, guys, you had the amazing opportunity to be invited for the meeting like this, where I hope you see entire potential what this technology means. And I think I've been talking quite a lot for the past hour and a half. Do you have any questions to me, or maybe to Danish or to Ali? Because we are here, the same team. So maybe you have any reservations or questions, please do ask.
Wow, thanks a lot for the information. It was excellent, and I used to enjoy, what should I say, and that's great concept actually. But we've seen a lot of businesses, and then they just used to work for money, and I used to involve in the network marketing company in the last 5. And I've seen a lot, but I'm just interested in this concept, and I think it can help people. In the country like Afghanistan, it's dismissed, it's nothing. And I think if I can work in this concept, I can help a lot of people here in Afghanistan, especially Kabul. 7 million people without transportation.
Wow.
Yeah, but that I'm just interested in the concept, and we can talk tomorrow. I have to go now. Drop some people out, and I'm talking about this concept, and I'm gonna start.
Absolutely. And when we talk to, like, I'm now working very closely with Nigeria, for example. So yes, we're going to do some projects as well. But what we want to do is, for even further project development, we want to still local people have opportunity to become co-owners of the local transport. So therefore, we will use the public, it's called PPI scheme, when we can do the public partnership where local people can participate in their own projects development. And the government, they're happy to support this. And we're not just providing people with the opportunity to become co-owners, but they can also make the money by working on a global company. So that's why this is something we are working with Nigeria, same concept in Australia. So we involved people from one hand from the projects, but from another hand, we provide them with the business, because it's lots of poverty, especially like in India, in Nigeria, like in South Africa, lots of poverty. People, like, they don't have nothing to work, to live. So with this company, we can really provide them with something tangible, which they can be part. And this is, like, as you said, we added value to people's lives. That's what this business about.
Yeah, I'm actually proud to work in this concept, and I used to go to Africa and Nigeria, to India, many places, and I know many people. We can work together.
Absolutely.
Together is better.
Absolutely. It's like giving power back to people, like Andrei Havratov, what he want to do is to turn this pyramid. So before it was like this, like people here, then you have government, then you have few rich people, then you have elite. So every single projects were done through elite, and people have just nothing, people paying taxes. But if you turn this pyramid upside down, when we give power to people, then we don't even need to have, like big investors or this big government. We can fund our own projects. Today we have 500,000 people. So any projects can be founded like this. And we have other companies, so other individuals rather, who start approaching us at the exhibition. It was the guy who has the company which they can reduce the plastic waste in oceans. So he said, I wanted your company to fund my projects, and I only need like 50 million. Well, easy, piece of cake. Let us finish with the Skyway, and then we can fund your company, and you can give us piece of your company so people can receive the profit from your business as well. That is the future, when you cooperate, when you unite, and when you give power back to people.
Yeah, of course. Oh, I'm interested. I'm very interested in this business, but I have to come to Europe and see. We have to meet each other, and then I have the plan to link this to government as well, because I know many people in the government. They can help us. Thanks a lot for the information. I have to go now. Thanks, Mr. Donish.
He was here, but I think he dropped.
Maybe his mic is off. So thank you for everyone who joined this meeting. And if anyone have any questions, they can ask now. So Mila is there to answer. Thank you, Sharifi, for coming to the meeting.
Thanks, Ali. Thanks, Ali. Anyway, we can talk later, tomorrow, maybe.
Hello. My name is Chukuma from Nigeria.
I have to leave now.
Yeah.
Okay,
go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. This is a lot. In fact, this package is so much, and there's so much to do.